Ready? Okay. Let's go. I'll try the second one. Woo! All right. All right, happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Rockin' Sexy Uncensored. We are coming at you live tonight from Los Angeles on LA Talk Radio. I'm your host, AmberLynn, and it is my great pleasure to be here with you guys tonight. RNSU works overtime to bring you celebrity guests and co-hosts from the cutting edges of the music and entertainment world. And folks, this week is absolutely no exception. We have an epic guest live in the house for you guys tonight. This beautiful and talented artist is an American singer, songwriter. She's from Brooklyn, New York. Okay? She is Palestinian descent. Everybody thought before she came in that she was Egyptian, and I think that it's kind of, right? It's kind of the same.
Yeah.
Professionally, she is best known for her single, Love Is, and I think we might be dropping that tonight, or we do have another one as well. And she reached number 12 in the Billboard Dance Club Songs chart as she was fresh on the heels of success of her single featuring rapper P&B Rock called Stupid. Please welcome, live in the house to Rockin' Sexy Uncensored, Inas X.
Hi, babe. How are you?
I'm great.
I mean, it's Inas.
Inez. After we just said that several times, right? We went back to
It's
it.
okay. It's okay. We got it though.
It's good to have you in the house.
It's so good to be here. I love it.
We're gonna hang. We're gonna talk about your music,
Yes.
right? We've got some other stuff to talk about, and also in the house is DP. He's on the management team for Inas. How you doing, doll?
I'm doing well.
Are you part of the show? You're gonna be in here with us talking some stuff.
Not so much.
We'll loosen him up. We'll get him into the show.
Just a little bit.
We are, I'm telling you, I love your music. I'm always looking for artists, and Dan knows that. And I came across you. There was some stuff out there on social media. And I said, oh my God, Dan, look at how beautiful this girl is. Amazing. And your videos and the stuff you've been working on, you really put a lot into it. I love your music. But there's something about you that is transcendent of all of the work that you're doing. It's like there's some kind of spirit in the beauty. You know, your eyes, when you come out, when you perform. There's just something about you that is just very ethereal.
Ooh,
So I wanted to give you that compliment as an artist.
I love that.
Yeah, because I know
I work a lot on my energy, so that's that's everything.
I saw that, and I said, you know, she brings that out on the stage, and she really brings that to the table. But you know,
yeah, I come alive on that stage.
you sure do.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's that place.
So when you were growing up, is that what your focus was? Is I'm going to grow up and I'm going to be an artist. I'm going to do music.
You know what? I always had the passion. I always, like, when I was in first grade, I was Cher. When I was in fifth grade, I was Wendy and Peter Pan. Like, I was always in the musicals, and I was always like,
You were Cher?
Yeah, I was
in the
Cher.
fifth grade.
Well, first grade.
I could see you. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Right?
And it was like crazy.
With the big eyes.
And I had long dark hair, and like it was like I didn't even know Cher. Like when I was like first grade, I had no idea. But I sang "I Got You, Babe," and I had like my partner Newton, and like he was Sunny, and like we were just I didn't know, you know. But to grow up and like I always had like the vision of being on stage, and just I always liked like that thrill
Right.
and that energy that it brought. But
I can't believe you even know who Cher is. You're like a baby.
No, I love Cher.
Okay, that.
Well, now that I'm grown, I love Cher, especially because
and she's
like,
still out there.
Yeah,
I follow her.
I just saw her perform on Dancing with the Stars. Oh my God,
Is she amazing?
She was amazing. I was like, she's still killing it, and this is insane.
That's right.
Like,
Any
I
artist,
just want to be Cher when I grow up.
Any artist out there can take from that woman.
Amen.
And by
She's
the way.
amazing.
One of my friends used to live right next door to her daughter, Chastity.
Wow.
So Cher would come to see her daughter,
Oh my God.
Chastity.
I don't get
and we would be like out the window and go, oh my God, it's Cher.
It's Cher.
Right?
Literally, every time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love her. But you know what? Because I was like Middle Eastern, I wasn't really encouraged to do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So like it was just kind of more so, no, you can't do that. No. And I was like,
but you were born in America.
Yeah,
right?
I was born in Brooklyn, but like I was raised in Brooklyn, and then I moved to Connecticut as a teenager, so I was like just East Coast in general. And I moved back to New York when I was like 19. But like I just wasn't like, it wasn't like a thing. My mom wasn't putting me in like dance classes and things of that nature because that, like, I was raised Muslim, so it was like, no, this is not okay. This is
very conservative.
Yeah, very conservative. But my mom's side is Christian. So my mom always had like an open mind, but she converted to Islam. My father's side, my stepfather's side was Muslim.
Marriage.
Yeah,
right.
for both of her marriages. So it's just like,
I
yeah.
see.
So my stepfather was Muslim. Yeah,
which doesn't really go with the whole story.
Well, well, you know, it's the real shit, you know.
No, right.
Right,
Real life comes in.
Real life, you know, and
Right.
that's the thing. It's like that Islam mentality just wasn't ever for me, and it was always like I was always this like rebel and just like always. But now I'm like a rebel with a cause, you know, because
right.
now it's like there's so much behind me and so much purpose behind me. But when I was younger, it was hard because I had to really break free of that. And now, thank God, like my mom is my biggest fan. My mom is like my like partner. But when I was younger, it took a long time to get there. You know.
Were you an only girl in the family?
Well, I have a 7-year-old sister now. So like, and she is like, you know, she is like my biggest inspiration. I love her.
Wow.
Yeah, she is like.
I bet she's just looking at you going, "This is my sister."
Yeah, like she's. Oh man, and my, you know, I have a little brother too. We were talking about them in the car. And like, and I have an older brother too. But me and my older brother are opposites. Me and my little brother's 15, and he is mini me. Like, he reminds me of me as a teenager. Like, he's doing everything. Like, he's a rebel too, but I open the doors for him so he can do whatever he wants. He's
and
fine.
give them permission, right?
He's fine.
You give them permission to come out.
I know, like, my mom is super free with them, and she wasn't like that with me, you know.
Is she still conservative, or did you?
No, I opened my mom's mind.
Right.
I did it all. So now it's like
okay, you can be conservative, but even if you're a conservative,
yeah, that's true.
And you're from Brooklyn or New York, somehow the rebel comes out.
Period.
You know, no matter what.
It's so true. And the culture. But you know what? Honestly, moving to Connecticut as a teenager was really hard for me because it was like Connecticut was conservative as it was too. And it was like super small town. Like, so I was like trying to break free of this Connecticut thing and this cultural thing, you know?
You don't have an accent. You don't have...
I know. You know, when I'm mad, I have my New York accent.
Okay.
And then, like, sometimes it'll come out, but most of the time, like, I'm able to switch back and forth. Like, because when I'm angry, you hear that New Yorker. And it's like, oh, shit, what happened?
When I'm angry, you hear the New Yorker out of me. And I'm not even from New York, but I get the same way. Because a lot of my best friends are from New York, and we're like, hey!
Hey!
You know?
Exactly. So crazy.
What? I'm going to get right in your face.
Yeah, literally.
But you were like, how old are you when this is happening? When you're like, I'm a rebel. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to go into music.
Well, I was like, I want to say 18. I was like, that's it. Like this, because I was starting to go to school to be a doctor, of course, you know. And I was like really nerdy in school, so I was always
Did you really? Like,
yeah.
Did you make it through college? Or
I didn't make it through because I had to drop out for music, but I loved school. Like,
so
I was always like a nerd.
Family's putting you in. You're gonna go be a doctor.
I'm gonna go be a doctor.
Right.
But just to make my
like,
mom happy.
Mom, this ain't gonna happen.
Yep. After
right?
like my first semester, I was like, this is not it. And then that's when I just started going. You know, I was like, I tried out for X Factor. I was an intern at Def Jam. I like did all these things in the beginning that it was just like absurd. But you know, now looking back on it, I just started like 100% balls to the wall. I'm going for this, and I don't care who's with me. You know. And it was hard to get that support. Like, it took a long time.
It's always hard because when in the beginning, when you're a music artist, and especially coming out of New York, because there's so much talent that comes out of New York.
And it was like Connecticut was even worse because it was like.
And you were acting too. I saw, and it doesn't say a lot about your acting.
Yeah.
It just mentions that you're also an actress and an activist.
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of explore that a little bit too, because there's not enough of it there.
Yeah.
Well,
the acting thing, I've always loved to act, and it's always been like a really fun, easy thing for me. I started acting classes in New York at the same time when I started music.
Right.
And I just started really.
And when you're pretty like this, it's a shame not to act.
Yeah, the acting thing. But you know
when
what?
You got those big eyes, and you come out, and it's like, whoa, no, they're meant to be photographed. You know, look, Dan's in the house. Dan Kennedy is with us, guys. By the way, say hi to Dan Kennedy. He's over here filming some stuff for YouTube. It'll be up later.
Amen.
So everybody will have that. You'll be able to check it out. Then you can look at those big, beautiful eyes.
You know what? I'm so upset that I had this facial today because I literally was like, I'm not gonna put on makeup, and I was like, I have to put on makeup, but then, I went to do full glam, but I was like, fuck it.
You are full glam. That's not full glam?
No, this is just me on myself. I did it myself.
And you did?
Yeah, I hate doing my own makeup.
I'm sure the fans right now are going, oh my God, if she's any more beautiful.
After the facial, I was like, oh my God.
So what was it like, okay, so your first album, let's just go there with the fans. Because, we have a lot of music artists, and a lot of people struggle, right? And when artists come in and they hear that, living the dream, how did she do it?
Yeah.
What was it like? When did you struggle? Because, by the way, you don't look like you're struggling.
Oh my God, amen. Make it look good.
You come out beautiful, right?
But
we know that's not the case.
Yeah.
We know that every artist comes in
everything is a struggle.
Busting their ass in the beginning before you know.
Did you ever see this? I saw this movie recently. I was on a plane going somewhere, and it was with Jennifer Lawrence. It's called Joy, and it was like. She was the girl who started that GMC brand where they sell all the shit on the whatever. So she was trying to sell this mop, and that was the start of it all. And she was really this everything was going wrong the whole movie until the end. And then it obviously was a true story about a very successful woman who did successful shit. She created the mop or some crazy shit,
But she starts out trying to.
But it's just all this struggle, and that's how it is to be an artist.
That's how it is to be anybody. I think
especially entrepreneur, especially artist,
independent artist.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're an independent contractor, which doesn't really exist in California anymore, and we'll talk more about that.
Yeah.
They just passed the law AB5. Okay, so now it's going into effect in January. It affects so many different independent contractors and artists, from Lyft drivers to music artists. If you play at the Staples Stadium, you are now an employee. You're not a talented artist that comes in with your show and puts it on.
Insane.
You know what I mean? I saw Ozzy.
It's so crazy because, like I said, it's just artists employ so many people. So it's just when you go to those shows, it's just for example, if the Justin Bieber concert, Justin Bieber just employed 70,000 people that day.
They're not exempting.
It's
crazy. It affects so deeply that if you are working on an album and you're in your garage and you invite your neighbor over. Let's say DP lives next door and you're like, DP, come over here and bring your guitar and let's go over some music. And you're sitting there playing music. The minute he walks in with his guitar, you become his employer.
Right.
That's how sick this thing is. And it's going to make it really difficult because as it is with piracy out there, which is how Rock and Sexy Uncensored got bred, was piracy was hitting all these different...
Right. And I'm not going to lie, being an independent anything, especially independent artists, it's hard as it is. So it's oh my God, stop.
So we dropped the first album.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
I haven't dropped an album yet.
The one we have the picture of you?
No, that's just a single. I've just been dropping singles. So it's just fun because I've been really the album is a long time coming, but when it comes, it's
gonna be good.
Well, that's really the case with dance music though, is it comes in the form often of hot singles.
Yeah.
right? And not so much in albums.
Exactly.
Like rock and roll and metal instead of be like, you know, it's
you
more
know
like
what?
an
I'm not
LP.
gonna lie to you. Like, it takes a while for an album. Like, I even want to drop an EP before an album because the album is like, it's like you telling so much of who you are as an artist and your story, and it has to be right. And I have like enough music for an album, but like I won't drop it until I feel like this is telling the story that I want to tell right now. You know? So until then, I'm like, you know, this is like I go with singles because I'm like, this is where I am right now. And you know, as an artist, I'm constantly evolving. So it's like good to show how I've evolved through visuals. It's such a visual world right now too. You know.
Absolutely.
So I just am like, okay, this is where I feel like I am. I want to show this. I want people to connect with this right now. But when that album comes, it's gonna like definitely tell a lot.
What about your music videos? You were just working on a music video, right?
Yes, I just dropped a new video for Loca. That is definitely going crazy right now. So it's awesome.
So the latest single is called Loca. Actually, I was mistaken because I was pushing Love Is, which is the one that I saw.
Yes.
They didn't have a lot on Loca.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so you just did the music video for that.
Yeah, I just dropped it. Yeah, it's doing well. Thank God. Yeah, Love Is like my song. I love that song. I love that song.
But Love Is came out after you did the single Stupid with P&B
Yeah.
Rock,
Yeah.
the rapper,
Yeah.
right? So that was your first thing.
Well, Love Is came first, then Stupid, yeah.
Oh, Stupid was second.
Yeah, Stupid
Okay.
came after.
Because
Stupid
that's where
was
you got a lot of play.
Yeah.
You kind of lifted
Yeah.
on Stupid.
Yeah, Stupid is a great song. I love that
Right.
song. I almost want to like sometimes like re-put it out just because I feel like at the time that I put it out, I was like in this bad deal and it was bullshit. So I was just like, you know what? Right now I should re-release it because it'll just get like even more play and I feel like not even.
We got a caller coming in. Let's let him on the phone. Hold on one second.
Yes, let's do it.
Welcome to Rockin' Sexy Uncensored. You are live with AmberLynn. Well, hello there. You talking to me or Inas? Charlie Brown's in the house. Hello, Charlie Brown. How are you? Are you listening to the show? What do you think? What do you think of this beautiful girl? Can you see her on your webcam there? Oh, you're not? Okay. So what do you think? What do you think of the show? She's so beautiful. Yeah. I know. So we're just getting ready to play her latest single. It's called Loca. And yeah. So what's up? Uh-huh.
Made all the turns that that I make to go to my house, and I got to the place and stuff, right, and put my car in the garage, and there was one of the deputies that I still recognized. So I went over to him and I said, "Hey, Chris," I said, "what's going on?" And he says,
I still recognize what from being arrested. Is that from being arrested?
in the leg,
He what?
he shot himself in the leg by accident.
In front of you?
And,
Today?
yeah, well, no, in the apartment complex.
Today though?
He was, and they were waiting for the lieutenant to show up because he was the squadron commander for the night, so they were waiting for him to show up. But the guy shot himself in the leg by accident.
Oh, Charlie Brown. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's terrible. Wow.
Yeah.
Gee, I hope he's okay.
All these police cars.
Well, as long as it wasn't you shooting yourself in the leg.
Oh no.
All right, so listen, I want to talk to you some more, but we're gonna go get this song off right now, and I know the listeners want to hear her new single, Loca, and you can chill with us and listen to the single if you want, and come on back with us. Okay, you up for that?
All right.
Okay, cool. So Inas, why don't you set us up on this?
Okay, this is my new single, Loca, which is so fun. Video out now and song out everywhere. It's my favorite. I love it.
What inspired it? What was it inspired from?
It
Sounds
was,
like crazy.
Yeah,
right?
it was inspired by me being crazy in a relationship, and because I loved him.
Is
and
it to somebody special?
yeah, but not anymore. It happens. But yeah, you know, that kind of thing.
But I took it back.
But I took it back. You know, that kind of thing. And I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm crazy, but I'm only crazy for you. And that was the whole thing about it. So
That's
it was
awesome.
sweet.
Like you're the only one that could make me crazy.
Yeah, you're the only one I'm freaking crazy for, because I swear I'm not crazy for anyone else. I don't care normally, but for you, you make me crazy.
Check
which
it
is
out.
which is never good. But the song is great. So
There
go
it is.
listen.
Here it is, guys.
Can you hear it? That's awesome. Wait, fuck, I wish you could hear it out. You can hear it out?
I'm on mute. We're on mute.
Okay.
We're on mute, but they can still.
Can we hear it
The
out?
fans
Like
can
the thing out here so I can record it or not?
Put your headphones
Not
on.
without dragging Ronan in
Oh,
here.
that's good.
I know we can.
Put it on your phone.
Maybe. That's actually maybe a good idea.
I bet we can.
Yeah, there has to be a way.
I don't want to fuck anything up. Sometimes I mess stuff up.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to cut us out.
Yeah. I know, I don't know.
I didn't hear this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
do
good.
it.
I ain't got nothing to lose. I come and steal her from you. Watch how I'm making it move. You want a bit of the juice? Wave will be dripping on you. What can you do with the pants? I wanna
What am I
turn up
gonna
the
do?
dance. Damn, fam. Time to put me in your plans. I'ma be wildin' again. Yeah. I know you want my body. Don't wanna hurt nobody. I know you want my body. Don't
Hit
wanna
some
hurt
air.
nobody. Call me Loca.
This headset's like, ah.
Call me Loca. You're Loca, Loca, yeah. Call me Loca. You're Loca, Loca.
Playing with my sister.
Call me Loca. You're Loca, Loca, yeah.
Yay.
There it is, Loca. Inas X. Where are we going to go get it?
Out everywhere. It's the first time I hear it on the radio. I'm so excited.
Is it?
Yes.
World debut. You heard it here
Yay.
first. Rockin' Sexy Uncensored.
Yes.
Get out there. Make us proud, guys.
Everywhere. Out everywhere.
Yeah.
Love it. So excited.
They can go download it or whatever,
Yeah,
right? And not for
YouTube,
free.
all that
Not for
Spotify,
free.
Apple
right?
Music, all that kind of stuff.
These fuckers, they'll just go pirate that shit right up.
As long as they listen. As long as they listen. Go listen.
Now, Charlie, what'd you think of the song? Are you there? Or did you fuck? Right? She had that New Yorker thing going.
Does she play any of the instruments, or she just do the vocals?
I sing, I rap, I play keys, I write, all the good stuff. Starting to produce as well. Holla.
There you go.
I co-directed the video as well. We co-directed the video.
What's
co-produced
DP
the
laughing
song.
at? He's just girl. What?
I know.
Oh, you did? That's okay, bud. Most guys are drooling on themselves when they're sitting next to her anyway. You know? That looks authentic.
And then to let you know, Amber, I'm looking forward to when we're going to be having that dinner date. there,
That's
okay?
right. That's right. Charlie Brown came across on the dinner
shoot
date.
your shot.
I'm doing my autobiography, and he did
Oh.
the perk store for Dining and Dancing with the Star, which was the major perk.
That's so nice.
We are so looking forward to that, Charlie Brown. Listen, before I do something that cuts off the whole board, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. And we're going to talk about all this stuff some more. Thank you so much for calling into the show. And we appreciate your input and whatever. Don't fall asleep, Charlie Brown.
Hope you have a good night now, okay?
All right,
Good
sweetheart.
night.
Bye-bye.
All right. Take care now. Bye-bye.
He's totally awesome. One of our best people. That was Charlie Brown, everybody.
You okay?
right? He loves to call into the show. I don't know if Ali is out there. I was thinking to myself, you know, coming from Egypt, coming from all that area.
Yeah.
Does your music make it out there? It does now because we're a worldwide show.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, you know, like Spotify gave that like thing that they do after the end of the year, and it's like you're in 79 countries, so you know.
Have you done any traveling to any of these countries to do any touring?
I honestly,
you just came off of a 17 gig tour.
Yes, that was fun. Tokyo Jets, that was amazing.
And what was the name of it? The Hood is Proud?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. Well, I started putting out some like more urban records, so I wanted to like kind of like tap in, and I wanted to kind of do that kind of crowd. So I went on tour with Tokyo Jets, and she's like my girl, and it was really dope. So we did this tour all around the country. So yeah, that was my second tour.
You know what I pick up off of you that I think is really awesome and
Talk to
refreshing,
me.
right? And this is going to take her far. You are like so girl friendly. Like, you know, and a lot of artists are not like that. They're really standoffish. Like, you know, people just are like that in the world today. You know, I'm like that. I grew up with like a massive brother, so I'm just cool with girls and chicks and whatever. I don't get into that whole, this is mine. You know, he's mine. Don't look at him. Or whatever. No. The shit that happens.
You know what? And honestly, guys that make you like that are like I don't like any guy that's made me like that. I had to dump him because it was just like I can't be this way.
Yeah, because some of them get off on doing that too.
Yeah, they do. Right. They really do, and I can't exactly, and I don't have time for that. So for me, I am such like a girly girl. I've always been that way, and I've always been like so supportive of women, and like I think it's because my mom is such a
because you're secure in yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're talented.
Exactly.
And you're beautiful.
Amen.
And you can look and say, hey, I don't got nothing to worry about. So I'm okay with other people being that way too,
and
right?
when you have, and I think like a lot of people, like when you have, like I've always admired my mom. My mom has always been my role model and like my like person that like, you know, she's a human, you know, she's, you know, fucked up, but she's my mom, you know, so I just feel like I've always looked up to her, and I think because of that has made it easier for me to be so, you know, open to women. And I feel like a lot of people have a lot of like issues with women, and I'm like, why? And I just and with me, and I'm like, is it the relationship
it's the
with
artist
your mom?
culture too. Well, I think that the world, honestly, it's getting harder to rise in success.
Especially as a woman.
People are,
They make it so fucking hard for us.
No matter what they do.
Especially in this fucking industry, because it's such a male-dominated industry.
No matter any industry, the world is still male-dominated. And especially now, you know, because there's been a shift in everything.
And I feel like it is a woman's world, but they still try to control.
Well, they have to.
Women.
We have to climb so hard, fight so hard, just to get our place.
We really do.
That we wind up fighting each other, and that's not cool.
And you know what? I saw that in the beginning of when I got my internship at Def Jam when I was 19 years old. I remember, like, obviously I like was so young and naive, and I just was coming in there like so open and so like you know, and the women there were so fucking mean to me. And there was this one woman who was like all about me and was like, I'm gonna give you all the, like, I'm gonna help you, you know?
Right.
And then the rest of them were just bitches to me, and I was like, why? I'm so confused, you know? But like,
some women will react to beauty.
Yeah.
Like,
and they threaten, and it's like, I don't want your position. I want to be an artist. Yeah.
You know,
like, I don't even want to work at the label unless I'm CEO of this bitch. I just want to be an artist right now. You know what I mean?
And I don't even think they like it when they're doing that, because I you know, I've seen it. It's happened to me too. Not so much these days, but it's happened. I've been through it. You know.
Right.
And I just get like, whoa.
Right. It's Yeah, especially when you are that kind of woman that you're like, you know what I mean? You're all about it. When you come across that, you're just like, oh no, like I can't.
But you can be the turning point.
Exactly.
For the generation.
What I love is I love putting like empowering women. Like it makes me feel so good. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like because I'm an empowered woman and I've had to deal with so much like suppression and abuse, but most of it has been from men. I haven't really dealt with abuse from women. Like, you know, it's been a lot of like jealousy and that kind of feeling, but you learn that feeling is just confusion. Like, you know, it's just like, because
You know
I
what?
don't, you know, it's hard.
Honestly, when you're coming up as an artist and you've got something good that
Right.
you're going to put out there,
Right.
they'll often come at you about that when they're really trying to deflect your production, your drop, you know, because then they're going to get their hit single
Amen.
out there because
Amen.
everybody's, you know, but they're going to
Yeah.
make it about this, but it's
Amen.
not, you
Amen.
know.
So true.
And when people can't handle that, you need to be able to, and it beats you down as an artist when people are abusive.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays,
It is so hurtful.
and it wasn't so much when I was growing up.
Yeah, but
in
now,
the
yeah,
OC,
yeah.
where they get on the internet.
Right.
You-
Nowadays,
they
the
didn't- it
internet.
wasn't like that, but
Yeah.
now the internet is just
Yeah.
like
Social media.
they're predators.
I mean,
you
it's
know?
like
and you
even-
could put out the best shit in
Right.
the world, and
And
they
they
come
still talk
on
shit.
you and be
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, look."
They'll still find something to say.
Right?
It's insane. I'm like, wow.
And if they got nothing to say, then they'll be like, "Hey,
Yeah,
then
exactly.
it's gotta be more."
Yeah, it's like even if it's undeniable, you still get those people who can talk some shit, and it's like how? And it's like these people. It's like you do it then.
But
You
it
know,
will
like,
if
if
you
someone said that you
allow
do
it to. It can knock you off your focus.
Yeah.
So part
You
of
know
it
what
is
though?
the balance.
It really is too nowadays. You know you're popping when people talking shit. You know,
Right.
and it's sad that
But
it's like
it
that.
used
I
to-
hate
that's
that.
what I'm saying to you. We're getting into an era where you pop in when people talking shit,
And that's
and now
sad.
they just talk
I hate it.
shit.
Yeah.
You don't have to be
And that's what
bothered.
people, that's a great conversation because when they Instagram is taking away likes and views and stuff or whatever they're doing, and it's like, but the comments
They're
are
turning
the
off
issues,
people's-
like the
They're
comments
turning off people's Instagram accounts for nothing.
for nothing. It's like,
nothing.
and the comments are where people are mean. That's where the abuse is. It's not in the likes.
Yeah.
Like there's no abuse in the
Well, if
likes.
you're great about something too, and they can't come at you with something bad, then
Right.
they'll come at you with the "Who the fuck do you think you are?"
Yeah, and it's just like I'm that bitch.
What's up with you? Who do you think you are?
Yeah, it's
right.
like what?
Right?
And that's
you're like, but I did good.
Right,
And
right.
How often do they just come over and go, "Wow"?
No, you know what? A lot of people
That
say.
was
I'll
chill.
be real with you. A lot of people say it on the low, and they don't even. They won't even comment my shit, or they'll act so nice, like whatever. And then I find out through a grapevine that it's like, oh yeah, this person was like, who does she think she is, like that? And I'm like, what? Like I thought they fucked with me.
Yeah,
Especially
they
in LA.
do.
Ah, I'm like, I
If
thought they
you're
liked
proud,
me.
if you're
Like,
proud of yourself. And
Yeah.
I always tell people and artists and even friends, do not let that stop you
Yeah.
from being proud. Because it was like Martin Luther King said it the best when he
Capricorn.
said,
Amen.
"Do not let people hold back your greatness."
Amen.
Because
That's a very
by
Capricorn
sharing,
thing to say.
right?
I'm a Capricorn too. He's born 3 days before me, and that's exactly how the fuck I
But by sharing your greatness with the world, you give others permission to
Yeah.
be great as well.
And that's
to
really what
also
it
say,
is.
yeah, I got stuff too, and I want to put my stuff
You know
out
what?
there.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I just want to be like Jay-Z when I grow up. Just like, not only like, he's from Brooklyn and he's a billionaire, and then he's started so many artists and built so many other people too. That's the thing. When you shed light on others, you shine more. When you give someone else some more, like that compliment or that even anything, that opportunity, whatever, you are just lifting yourself up more, And that's the thing that people don't always think about. And I like to live like that,
Now, all of this coming out of this girl's mouth right now, and you're like the future, okay? And how does it feel to be sitting in that chair right now going, everything I want in this world is in my future? It's not in your rearview mirror.
Right.
It's in your future. And how nobody would ever guess that this woman lives with this darkness,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
want to talk about your diagnosis with MS?
Yeah, I mean, a couple years ago I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and I started losing.
So
the
2
vision.
years ago.
Yeah.
Right? And nobody would ever look at you and go, what?
Yeah. It's
Why?
insane. It's insane.
Right?
You know what's crazy? It's like, it's something that I deal with like every day. And it is something that I've been more open to talking to lately because for
So
a
you
while.
were you feeling under the weather or what happened?
Well, I was losing the vision in my left eye, and I couldn't see left anymore. I had an optic nerve attack, and it was insane. Like when it happened to me, I just didn't even know what was going on, and it was scary. I never heard of MS before that before the diagnosis. I was like, what is this? and then it just
They
happened.
knew it immediately when you went in?
Yeah, I had to get an MRI, and then immediately they knew, and they diagnosed me, and I was admitted in the hospital for a week, and I was on steroid treatment. Thank God I got my vision back 100%. It was crazy.
Oh, you thought
yeah.
you were going to lose your
Yeah,
vision?
well, if
Wow.
I would have let it persist, I would have lost my vision. That's, and a
Were
lot
you
of people.
there, DP, when all this was going on with her?
No, I wasn't here.
No,
Okay.
not yet. But yeah, I mean, when it happened, it was like really crazy. I mean, a lot of people didn't know how serious, like even to this day, that were even in my life then, don't know how serious it was unless they were in the hospital with me. And it was hard. Like, it was hard on my family. It was hard on me. And then I started treatment a couple months later, and then it just, like, for me was, like, the hardest experience. But, like, now I'm doing so amazing, and the treatment that I'm on is working so well for me, and I just want to be
Well,
able
that's
to
the thing
share that with
about
people,
MS is it's progressive.
Right.
And I just want to give a shout out to Nancy Sales. She is the founder
Amen.
of Rock Against MS, another person out there that was stricken with the disease, and she wanted to turn it into a positive. So
Amen.
she started Rock Against MS, which is now like in its 7th or 8th year. And they do a huge benefit in downtown LA every year. I want to hook you up with them.
Yeah, please,
Get you involved,
please,
get you to be a part
I
of
do.
it.
I have been so lately, like, so more open to talking about it, getting involved, because I'm doing amazing, and I have to share with other people that they need to know that you can do anything you want. Just don't give up,
How did you feel though in that moment when you were like, I have MS?
I mean, it was.
Because they don't know about
Yeah.
with MS. That's the thing about it. It's progressive.
Right.
So you could walk in and say, okay, I've got blurred vision in my right eye, and they're treating it, and it's okay.
Yeah.
And a couple of years later, you'll be in a wheelchair. I
Yeah.
had one
Well, you know what? And
person
thank
that I
God,
knew.
yeah,
who
and
wound
thank
up.
God nowadays, like 30 years ago, people were just dying.
Right.
And they didn't know what was going on. But thank God there's so much, there's also with research and doctors and hospitals, like my doctors and Cedars are amazing. And like there's so many treatments that are effective to prevent future attacks. So the treatment that I'm on, like if it was 30 years ago, I would have already had 6 more attacks and would have been dead. You know what I mean? But thank God with all the things that they're doing.
So it comes on like an attack.
Well, yeah, but for me, I personally have been doing amazing. I know people who have 2 attacks a year, you know what I
Wow.
mean, and end up in, full on wheelchairs or full on canes, and it's like even 40,
I've seen it.
like Drake's
Yeah.
main producer, 40, like he has MS, and when I was diagnosed, I reached out to him, and I was just like, I can't believe this is happening to me. I know you have it. You've been living with it, and he's a little older, and his mom has it as well, and he was like, I end up in a
Well,
cane
it's-
twice a year.
I was going to ask
Yeah.
you that. Is it hereditary? Did it come
It
from
is
someone in your
hereditary.
family?
Yeah, like my aunt has lupus, and I know Selena Gomez has lupus, and it's amazing to know that there are other people who